Across the nation, children grow up with high aspirations for their future. Attending college is a crucial step in making their dreams a reality.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Hi, I'm Bella. I'm 9 years old, and when I graduate high school, I want to go to college.
Hi, I'm Gabriel. I'm 21 years old, and when I grow up, I want to be a pilot.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm 22 years old, and when I grow up, I want to be a public relations professional.
The College Savings Foundation provides awareness of 529 college savings plans across the nation to support the dreams of people like Gabriel, Bella, and Lisa. 529 plans offer a way for families to save for future educational expenses. Without the support of South Dakota's 529 plan, I wouldn't have been able to graduate from Arizona State University with little debt and have the opportunity to continue my education and use my college savings to attend graduate school at the University of Oregon.
According to Fidelity Investments' 2017 College Savings IQ Survey, parents nationwide underestimate future costs of college. The use of 529 plans can make an enormous impact by reducing the amount of student loan debt one can accumulate when attending post-secondary institutions in pursuit of one's dreams. Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Brielle McDougall.
My name's Jackson Dorsey.
And we are Cachet Consulting, a team from the award-winning Walter Cronkite Public Relations Lab at Arizona State University. We appreciate the opportunity to join you today and share the findings from our research looking at the level of awareness of 529 college savings accounts in Arizona.
The Arizona Family College Savings Program is Arizona's version of the savings plan permitted under IRS Code Section 529. As mentioned, these plans are designed to encourage individuals to save for future education expenses. Arizona offers unique benefits with its plan, including annual state income tax deductions for 529 plan contributions of up to $2,000 for individual tax filers and up to $4,000 for married couples filing jointly. While the cost of college tuition greatly increases over time, it is becoming even more important to start saving for a child's future education.
Here in the Valley of the Sun, 69% of Arizona parents report they have started to save for college. However, only 44% of Arizona parents saving for college are 529 college savings plan account owners. Nationally, 93% of 529 plan owners believe that saving in a dedicated college savings account helps them stay on track with their college goals. Lastly, 76% of parents say concern for their child taking on significant student loan debt when they graduate motivates them to save. This concern is what prompted Father Eddie Garcia to open an AZ 529 college savings plan. Longtime Arizona resident Garcia started an AZ 529 plan for his 2 children after realizing how the cost of college can stay with you long after graduation. Let's take a look at his story.
My name is Edward Garcia. I'm the Director of IT for the Law School at Arizona State University. I did not have a 529, and my wife did not have a 529 plan either. So we come from very different backgrounds where I kind of grew up where neither one of my parents went to college and kind of grew up in a disadvantaged household, where my wife grew up in a very privileged household, and so her undergrad was paid for by her parents, but she went to graduate school to become a chiropractor. And so her parents did not pay for that and didn't save up money for that, and so she came out of chiropractic school with about $100,000 worth of student loan debt, which we are still paying for today. I just did a lot of reading as I got married and had a daughter. I just always thought it would be a good idea to save money for my child, which is children now. And so I did a little investigation before both of my kids were born, and I determined that it was a good idea to have a college savings account for both kids. And so within the first month of each being born, I had college savings account set up for each, and we make contributions to each of their accounts monthly. I can go online and check and see how well each fund is doing and keep an eye on it. And as the kids continue to age, I will continue to put up the amount that we put in monthly, and so they can go to college and not have to get student loans at a high rate and be locked into something for whether it be 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. It's tough when you come out of college. You're trying to get your first job, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to just establish fiscal responsibility when you're coming out of college, and so who needs that kind of burden when you're trying to move forward with your life and figure out what you're going to do. And then, you know, when you get married and have a family, I mean, that's a big burden to bring into a marriage.
For our research project, we wanted to take a deeper look at what motivates people, like Eddie, to save for college and how to communicate the benefits of the AZ 529 plan best to Arizonans. Our goal was to survey a population of people who have shown interest in the topic of college savings. To begin our research, we conducted a survey to gain better insight into the motivations behind saving for college. We distributed the survey via AZ 529's Facebook page. This tactic allowed our team to collect responses directly from AZ 529's Facebook followers.
The survey was created via SurveyMonkey using Skip Logic and began with questions about the respondents' awareness of AZ 529 plans. Based on their familiarity with the plan, they would move on to questions about their own 529 plan or their interest in starting one. These questions helped us understand their motivations and interest in 529 plans. We followed these questions by asking about their preferred communication mediums and channels, and the types of content they would prefer to see on these channels. This information would help us understand what content interests this audience and how to focus Facebook outreach efforts. The respondents then move on to the About You section to help us capture demographics such as age, gender, income, occupation, education level, and preferred language. Finally, we gave our respondents the option to provide their contact information if they are interested in sharing their 529 story in potential videos or testimonials.
Based on our survey results, we found that the majority of AZ 529's Facebook followers are English-speaking Caucasian females between 33 and 65 years old. Looking at their demographics, 78% have earned a bachelor's or master's degree from a university. Cachet Consulting concluded from this data that adults who have obtained a degree themselves are more likely to understand the costs associated with college and the benefits of attending college. Furthermore, we asked respondents to indicate which estimated annual household income bracket they fell into. Our brackets ranged from less than $25,000 to above $150,000, with the majority, 28% of respondents, falling into the $150,000 or more bracket.
Our results indicated that AZ 529's Facebook followers were either somewhat familiar or familiar with the AZ 529 College Savings Plan. This coincides with data from the Fidelity survey cited earlier, where most respondents had familiarity with the AZ 529 plan, but remained relatively unclear on its key benefits.
Of the survey respondents, our team also learned that 66% of AZ 529 users opened the plan for their child, underscoring the fact from Fidelity's survey that 76% of parents say concerns for their child taking on significant student loan debt is one of the biggest motivators for them to save. The 66% of respondents that opened a plan began saving when their child was 6 to 11 years old. Using this information, we can conclude that targeting parents with children in elementary school is a key demographic for AZ 529.
For those respondents who have a 529 plan, we asked why they chose an AZ 529 college savings plan over other college savings plans. The options included tax breaks, recommendations from a family, friend, or peer, recommendations from a financial advisor, low minimum investment, professional money management, funds can be used at most accredited college, no income restrictions, and a beneficial way to save for college. Of those options, the top 3 reasons for choosing AZ 529 are tax breaks, low minimum investment required, and the funds are able to be used at most accredited colleges.
Additionally, we asked respondents what kinds of incentives would motivate them to start a 529 plan. The incentives we listed included pre-existing benefits of the 529 plan, such as tax breaks, low minimum investment, and funds that can be used at most accredited colleges. Other incentives we listed included a $500 starting bonus that goes straight into a new 529 account, an Apple gift card of up to $500, and an app to help track savings, as well as employer match. We wanted to know what would incentivize people to open a 529 account, and surprisingly, what interested respondents most were the built-in benefits that the plan already offers. Therefore, AZ 529 should focus on advertising these specific benefits to persuade people to choose a 529 plan over other college savings plans.
Our survey also indicated that 36% of respondents said they first heard about the AZ 529 plan online, and 26% said they found out about the plan using social media. Going further, we discovered that more than half of the respondents would prefer using Facebook to learn more about AZ 529 savings plans. This indicates that many of the respondents are drawn towards online platforms to learn more about college savings options, and that AZ 529 should take advantage of these outlets, specifically Facebook, to connect with potential new users.
In order to figure out what motivates people to save and how to create engaging content, we need to better understand the type of person we are communicating with. Because of the survey results indicating a preference for Facebook, we took a closer look at AZ 529's Facebook account to better understand the user and some of the best practices we would recommend to help enhance 529 Facebook pages.
The data showed that the majority of the followers, 84%, are English-speaking women aged 35 to 44 living in Phoenix, Arizona. While 54% of 529 Facebook followers are married, 26% of followers are single. Also, the majority have a college education. Next, most of our followers work in administrative sales or services and make between $50,000 and $75,000 a year. Finally, after analyzing this data, we are calling the overall persona of the AZ 529 follower the established mom. She is a married or single mother who is financially stable, lives in a house, and drives a mid-sized car. Now that we know more about the type of person we are analyzing, we came up with some best practices for Facebook that could be implemented or to increase awareness and engagement.
One of our first recommendations is to use effective hashtags. Hashtags can increase awareness, allowing content to be seen by more people than just your followers, and can increase your social shares. By simply incorporating hashtags into your social content, you can expand your reach, and consequently increase your audience. You want to utilize the hashtags that are generating the most search volume and that are relevant to your photos to achieve maximum exposure.
The nice thing about hashtags is that you can add as many as you want at the end of your post. You don't need to naturally squeeze them in or worry about stuffing your posts with keywords. You can just include them after your initial post or caption. Using phrases like Financial Friday, Motivation Monday, or topics like education, learning, future, and savings will create more of a buzz around your posts.
Next, research shows that using a variety of content on Facebook engages audiences most. Creating and implementing a variety of content on Facebook is key to increasing your follower counts, engagement rates, and online traffic. According to Buffer Social, a social media management platform, in order to succeed and create content that is goal-driven, you will need 4 key types of content. Content to entertain, content to educate, content to inspire, and content to convert.
Content to entertain provides your organization with the opportunity to connect with your followers on a human-to-human level and play to their emotions. Entertainable content is highly shareable and is an effective way to open your organization to new followers, allowing them to see you as not just an organization, but as people, connecting with people.
Content to educate allows your followers to see what your organization has to offer and why they should stick around to learn more. Content related to education is also easily shareable, which allows your organization to reach more people and create greater online traffic.
Content to inspire provides your followers with proof that your organization has affected others in a positive way and has the opportunity to affect them as well. These types of posts can include personal stories or testimonials, which we will go into further detail later in the presentation.
Content to convert helps drive your followers towards your organization and its goal, which for AZ 529 would be opening a college savings plan. Content to convert can be seen as FAQs, interactive demos, or testimonials.
Using a variety of visual content is also key when trying to attract and keep your online audience. Different types of visual content, such as pictures, infographics, GIFs, comics, videos, and slideshows, are widely used on Facebook and keep your audience engaged on a day-to-day basis.
A study by Changing Minds showed that after 3 days, a person would retain only about 10 to 20% of written or spoken information shared, but would retain almost 65% of visual information shared. Known as the picture superiority effect, it refers to the phenomenon in which pictures and videos are more likely to be remembered than words. Furthermore, our brains are hardwired for specific types of content. 90% of the information we take in comes to us through our eyes. Considering this, using a variety of visual content is highly recommended in helping your followers retain your organization's messages.
The next best practice we would recommend is to use testimonials. Whether they are written blog posts or videos, sharing real people's stories will help you connect with your audience and can encourage them to save for college. We watched Eddie Garcia's video earlier about how he was motivated to start saving with a 529 plan for his 2 young children so they won't have college debt like his wife. Now let's take a look at a different perspective, one of a college student who is currently benefiting from a 529 plan.
Hi, I'm Jackson, and this is my 529 story. So back when I was about 7 years old in 2004, my parents and actually a close family friend of ours approached us and asked us about saving for college tuition, and specifically mine. And when I was 7, I wasn't even thinking about college. I was thinking about playing in the sandbox probably. But how grateful I am to have been incorporated into this plan. Since its inception, it's grown to the amount that's allowed me to attend both undergrad and graduate with minimal student debt. And it really emphasizes the importance of investing in a child's education early on. And it gave me an incentive to actually go to college. I think without a savings plan set up for me, I would have been less motivated to continue my education after high school. But because there was some money set aside for me, I had the opportunity to attend a 4-year institution. People prefer seeing real people, and faces as described earlier. Research found that as humans, we are naturally prone to recognizing faces, and when we do see one, it grabs our attention. Incorporating testimonials on Facebook posts grabs the attention of the audience and makes the message clear and easy to understand. Finding real stories, like mine, about how a 529 plan has benefited my life changes the conversation and makes it more relatable and conversational than an infographic or article ever could.
Furthermore, stock photos fail to capture the heart of a business or brand. Real photos and videos allow the audience to get a glimpse of who you are and what your business stands for, and will help you connect with your audience in a more purposeful way. AZ529 engages with the community by visiting local business and colleges to spread awareness of college savings plans. By engaging with the community, AZ529 is able to reach a larger demographic and capture content to share with their followers. For example, AZ529 recently visited ASU and Phoenix College on March 3rd to spread awareness of Arizona college savings plans. They also have a year-round partnership with the Phoenix Children's Museum. While this is an effective way to reach out to the public, it can also help with Facebook engagement. Using Facebook to promote these events can help attract new followers while also showing your current followers that you are active in the community.
Lastly, based on our survey results, we found that AZ529 is currently engaging with females ages 33 to 65. This leaves a very important, diverse, and untapped audience of young professionals and parents with children 5 and under. It is never too early to start saving for college, and by reaching this younger audience, they can start expanding their brand.
By implementing these recommendations, we foresee AZ529 gaining more user engagement, which will increase the community's awareness of 529 plans and the importance of college savings. These recommendations don't just apply to Arizona. Any state can increase their user engagement by implementing these practices. In doing so, the College Savings Foundation can reach more people like Jackson who can grow up to attend college and be successful without the worry of college tuition costs and debt hanging over their head. From the research and data we have collected, a female persona emerged, that of a mother who has a steady income with elementary-aged children. However, we also looked at male perspectives, including Eddie, the father of 2 who works at Arizona State and is still paying off his wife's college debt, and college student Jackson.
The qualitative and quantitative research and data gathered leaves us with some key takeaways. The biggest motivator for people to start saving is the parent's concern for their child taking on a significant amount of student loan debt. By targeting messages to the untapped audience of young parents and using a variety of content that focuses primarily on real stories from real people, you'll be able to capture a new audience while still engaging with your existing audience. Thank you, and we welcome your questions.